I'm fired, apparently. I say. The guy pauses. But you don't work here. Nope. When this channel gets bigger, I will do a giveaway for some of the first subscribers, so you better subscribe now to not regret it later. Airline captain slash bellboy, late 1980s at Denver Stapleton. I have just commuted in from Houston, my domicile, to pick up a trip originating in Denver. Strolling down the concourse in uniform, my suitcase and chart bag in tow, and a woman loudly says, "Yo, bellboy, get my bags to gate 34 inches. And she dumps her bags in my vicinity and walks off. I consider them for a moment, and also consider that I'm headed for gate 34. Thoughts run through my mind, one of which was that I don't really want this woman on my flight. So I consider my options, ignore the bags, and consider my happy stroll to gate 34. At some point the woman realizes that I've ignored her request and comes jogging after me. She begins shrieking. At one point in her tirade she bellowed, "I'm not going to tell you this again." To which I replied, "Oh good. I'm glad you're not going to tell me again. Now please stop bothering me." She, of course, pursued me all the way to the gate, curiously leaving her luggage in the middle of the concourse. I was greeted by the gate agent and asked her to unlock the jetway for me so I could get down to the airplane. As she headed for the jetway, shrieking lady grabbed her by the arm and yelled, "You're not going to let the damn bellboy escape. He left my bags. I want him fired." Gate agent smiled happily and said, "Captain, do you want to deny boarding to this individual?" I replied, "Yes, safety of flight. Irrational. Possibly intoxicated." Gate agent said, "I'll call security. And I'll do the paperwork. Have a nice flight." This morning at the gym. Good morning, friends. I work at a tech company. Coworkers are aware of my account, so I will not say where I work. I was pumping some iron this morning, wearing a shirt of my company. This woman comes up to me, actually similar in age to me, and starts going on about how bad her experience has been with us. It's important to understand that I don't work with customers directly. I work in quality assurance. Here's the convo. "Gee, hey, I have a bone to pick with you." Me, "I'm sorry. Your company? The shirt you're wearing? Okay, what's up? The service I've had with you guys has been just awful. People don't show up when they're supposed to, and it's just been a mess. I'm sorry to hear about that. Have you tried contacting our customer support team? They're available 7 to 7 every day." No, I haven't, but that's fine, because you can help me. Me, "Not really. I have none of your account information, and even if I did, I'm not in customer support, and I don't have the tools to assist you at the moment. Call customer support at 7. They'll be on and ready to help." Well, it's your company, and you're here with me right now. Just help me. Tell me what's going on. Call customer support at 7. They will. So you're not going to help me? I can't do anything to help you right now. Unbelievable. When I do call in, I'll be telling your manager about you. Enjoy your workout. Got told I can't shop at Walmart if I work there. I don't work at Walmart. This happened about last year when Walmart employees in my area still had to wear blue shirts to work. I was wearing a blue shirt and shopping in the electronics department. I picked up an expensive gaming headset for my son that was the last on the peg, and for some reason the peg's security lock wasn't locked. As I'm reading its features, a woman approaches me. "Excuse me, that's the one I'm looking for." And she holds out her hand. I look at her confused. "I'm sorry, but I'm going to buy this for my son. If you ask, they might have more in the back." She gets angry. "Hey, I'm a customer. You can't just take stuff off the shelf customers want to buy." It clicks. She doesn't know I'm here as a customer too. "Ma'am, I don't work in this store. I'm shopping. And now you're stealing and lying. Where's the manager? I want you fired." At this point, an actual employee hears what's going on and comes over to see who needs help. "I'm fired, apparently," I say. The guy, whom I know, because this is my usual store and I shop here all the time, in the game section, pauses. "But, you don't work here." "Nope." I hold the headset out to him. "Ring me up, would ya?" I didn't bother to see how the woman reacted. My neighbor Karen coming to theaters near you. This happened just last night. so it's still fresh in my mind. It was Friday night. Me and my roommates got super high and then realized that we were out of food. Well, high people food, like fruit roll-ups slash gushers slash popcorn. And so we did a run down to the Do and Raid a few blocks down. For those outside of Manhattan, Do and Raid is Walgreens, just New York City style. Now location is important. We live just off of Park Avenue, yes, bougie as fuck, but me and my roommates live in the shittiest walk up on the block. We're on the 3rd floor with the 1st floor having a crappy Irish pub and the 2nd floor having a psychic and a happy ending Korean spa that only opens after 7 PM. So not exactly ballers, but most of our neighbors are, and the people in the neighborhood after working hours are almost all exclusively rich white people. Now, back to me being high AF. It's cold, so before me and my roommates head out I change into my favorite onishi or my neighbor Totoro onishi, and we walk out to the Do and Raid a few blocks down. Then we get there, and me being high as fuck, I'm super indecisive, and I'm staring at a lot of fruit snacks. I take one, and then I put it back, and then I take another, and then put that one back, on and one for like 10 minutes. Then a Karen comes around. I didn't notice her. I was bent down, but out with my tail in the air. "Excuse me," she says loudly, but I ignore her because choosing food. She clears her throat and says it again. "Excuse me. Stop what you're doing. I need your help." Me, "Okay. Then go find it." Karen, "Well, you work here, so you can help." Me, trying to be polite and hide the fact that I'm super high. "No, I don't." "What gave you that idea? I'm not even in uniform, and this is Do and Raid, a corporate convenience store. Every worker has to wear a uniform to prevent mishaps like these from happening." Karen, "Well, yeah. My roommate Freddy shows up out of nowhere and goes, "'Cause you're black, and well, this part of town I guess hasn't figured out that Poc can live here too without being the help." Karen turns bright red then runs out of the store, and then I start dying of laughter. I mean, of all the people that wouldn't be working right now, I'm pretty sure I would be one of them, especially with my Totoro onishi. All's well that ends well though. I got my snacks and even went next door to McDonald's and got a milkshake and fries. The machine wasn't broken for once. And then this morning on my jog walk around the block, who did I run into but Karen? I gave her a nice smile and wave. She didn't return it. Leave me alone in my time off. So I used to work at Walmart. Did a variety of things in my time there. It was an okay job. I liked it for the most part. There for a year and a half. So I had this regular. We'd see her almost every day. Well, this took place after I left. I was browsing the mouthwash section looking to try something new. The regular came up to me. She asked me if we had some toothpaste brand in stock. Mind you, I no longer worked there and was in clear casual wear. Regular will be me, "Ma'am, I don't know and don't work here anymore. Please ask a staff member and leave me alone." Well, you used to, so you should have an idea of what's in the back. Mind you, had been gone a month and it's Walmart. They go through so much stuff. "Look, I don't know. I'm trying to shop. Please leave me alone." This is rude customer service. You still represent the company. You should help me. It was like I was in a loading screen for a moment and she rushed off in a huff. Thought that was the end of it. Later I'm getting my paper towels when a manager I hardly ever had any contact with came up to me with a lady. Manager will be B. "So this customer told me you were rude to her. Even when you're off you can't be rude to customers." So I tell him to get on the radio and ask 2 other managers about me. He does, and they tell him I left a while ago. So he apologizes for bothering me and tells the woman to leave customers alone. She doesn't like this. Says some incoherent words and a few swears. Then goes on. I go about my day. Ended up buying a few discount games. Nothing crazy. Just someone being annoying and gets a reality check. This man assaulted me. Fire him. So I was at a Walmart the other day and was looking at some hair products. This lady comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, do you know where the diapers are?" Obviously, she mistook me for an employee, so I politely said, "Oh, I don't work here." She then said, "Don't lie to me. I know you work here. I saw you stocking the shelves." So a few minutes ago I accidentally knocked over some products, but that clearly shouldn't have been enough for this lady to assume I worked there. Either way, I said, I don't work here. As I walked away, I thought that would be the end, but boy was I wrong. She grabbed my arm and turned me around back to her. Now I'm on the lighter side of guys, but still, it was hard for her to pull me. I exclaimed, what the hell do you think you're doing? As I retracted my arm from the lady's grip. Don't you dare lie to me. We both know damn well you work here, and you're just lying to me. I was appalled by the woman's nerve to not only assume I worked her, but to still believe it. I said, listen, I don't work here. You're gonna have to find someone else to help you. At that point I thought this whole ordeal was done, but no. She slapped me. She slapped me. I pushed her away from me as I started to run away. She screamed, security. This man just assaulted me, get him fired. A security guard rushes to her as she makes up a story of how I'm an employee who was ignoring her, and when she confronted me I assaulted her. Luckily, the security guard knew I wasn't an employee and the woman was escorted out. I still laugh about that moment to this day. I'm actually baffled this even happened. So I was a bridesmaid for my cousin. I was wearing a cocktail, navy blue, just below the knee dress. My cousin at the last minute ruined her dress about 1 hour and 20 minutes before the wedding. Me being the only one who know how to sew, runs to the closest Hobby Lobby, it's an Midwestern hobby store, and throw my Jane jacket over the dress, because it was a cold winter day and the wedding was inside, and wear my tennis shoes, since I didn't want to wear my already damaged but matching stilettos. I get to the store in about 30 minutes and practically run to the sewing department. When I find what I need, this happens. Woman on her phone. Hey, you. Where are the frames? Me, I don't know. I don't work here. Then I turn to leave, but get jerked back. Woman, don't fucking lie to me. Now tell me where the frames department is. Me, I'm telling the truth. Look at me. I'm wearing a cocktail bridal dress. Woman still refusing to back down. Call your manager. You don't get to lie and get away with it. Manager comes to the yelling and says, manager, is there a problem here? Woman, your employee refuses to help me. Manager looks at me, manager, ma'am, she doesn't work here, but I will gladly help you. Woman, no she does, and it is her job to help me. Me getting fed up and explodes. Look lady, I do not work here. I have 35 minutes to get back to my cousin's wedding to fix her ripped wedding dress. I am already running late. I am wearing a cocktail dress and not in uniform. Now leave me be.